Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to hit you guys with a little cleaning help. So recently I picked up a new chain cleaner. It happens to be this Park Tool CM 5.2 Cyclone Chain Scrubber, or just the Park Tool Chain Cleaner as I'm going to be calling it from this point on. Anyway, I got this because I'd seen some reviews on it, and as you can see here, it's got really high reviews as far as Amazon customers go, 379 on this particular seller's their ratings, but I've seen other sellers that also have it, all with high remarks. Um, Let me just tell you, this thing is awesome. I got this kind of just as a trial thing, not expecting great performance out of it, but after cleaning my chain for several years now, I can tell you this thing works better than anything else I've ever used before. I didn't expect much from it. I mean, I just thought, okay, it's a chain scrubber, whatever. You know, I've seen these things all over the place from different manufacturers, from Walmart, places like that, not really thinking much about it. And I had known someone who used one. It was kind of the cheap knockoff version of it, and they didn't talk very highly of it. So I had never really given any kind of real consideration to using this. Well, get it, try it, and I'm just blown away by it. My chain, which I hadn't cleaned in probably 300 miles, um, I put it on, cleaned it, and when I went to go wipe off the moisture, you know, to dry it off before I put my lube on, there wasn't a spot of grease on the clean towel. I I've never had my chain so clean. I mean, there's always just a little bit of residual left over in some of the rollers, or you know, somewhere on there. There's gonna be grease. This thing got it like it was brand spanking new. I was just totally blown away by it. So I wanted to give you guys all just that tip. Check it out. You know, buy from your local bike shop if you want to buy it from your local bike shop. If you can find it online cheaper than this, but I think 25 bucks is a good price for it. Um, it's awesome. Just make sure you pair this with a good degreaser. And the degreaser that I used for mine, I use this industrial purple degreaser from Zep, or ZEP. I bought mine locally just at Walmart. It was about $10 for the gallon, and it works really, really well. I've been using it to degrease all kinds of stuff, not just bike parts, but it works really, really well on degreasing anything greasy on a bike, just like it works for your engine or for other car parts. And because I do all kinds of different work here and there, something like this comes in handy across many different applications. I suggest don't go to Amazon to buy the stuff because they're going to charge you an insane amount because it's a heavy liquid, and when they ship it to you, you know, they're going to want to recoup some of their costs in shipping. If you buy it just locally, you're going to pay about 10 bucks for the gallon. If you buy it off Amazon, it's like 30 or 40 bucks for the gallon. So, like I said, buy it somewhere locally, or use whatever degreaser you want. I also use Simple Green as a degreaser sometimes. I don't quite like it as much as I like this stuff. This stuff works way better as far as just doing a job quick and breaking down any of that nasty road grime and crud that's on there. Now also, something else that I picked up about the same time that I picked this up was a bike stand. I hadn't had a bike stand for my garage, but you know, I used these when I worked at the volunteer place, the Provo Bicycle Collective, and we had cheap versions of these and we had nice versions of these. And this thing is closer to the nicer Park Tool style bike stands, mechanic stands that I used when I was working at the shop. It comes very, very well built. It's a sturdy, high quality stand that I think is going to last for years. All of the plastic parts or the carbon parts are built well and built with good solid joints in them so that they should hold up over time. It does fold up nice and tight to put it away. My only complaint is that this little magnetic tool tray here, that when they display it with all these tools and whatnot on it. Well, for it to be used very effectively, it has to be attached to this via two bolts. Well, those two bolts, if you put them on there, then this plate right here, this plate sticks out the backside of it, which makes it very hard to store. So it's kind of cumbersome, a little bit awkward to put away. my suggestion is just don't use the plate, or don't use this part of it. It's not necessary. The other option you can do is just leave the 2 bolts in it, and then when you get your bike stand out, you can attach the piece. It's going to be hanging on there, so it's not going to be as secure as it would be if you actually secured it with the 2 nuts that hold the bolts on. But that's another option. But as far as the thing goes, it's got lots of adjustability. The handle here spins easily, so you can unlock this back piece here, and then this head here rotates and is held in place by these teeth, and it holds the bike, perfectly. I've put both my light, carbon fiber bike on this, as well as my heavier old 1997 giant Iguana that's like 45 pounds on this thing, and it holds both of them super sturdy, so that you can do all kinds of work on them. So it comes in handy. So if you don't have a bike stand and you're looking to get one, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, let me highly suggest, again, $89.99 for this thing, prime shipping, and mine came, I ordered it on Sunday and I had it by Tuesday. It was that quick. Lots of good customer reviews here. It's well built and well worth the $90. So if you're in the market for a bike stand, got to get this one, I think. And then after you've done all this cleaning and degreasing of your chain, you need a good kind of bike lubricant. And in my opinion, this has been the best bike lube that I've used. My only complaint is that because I left it out in my garage, the wax inside of it kind of froze, and so it took me a while to get it back to being fluid. But yeah, it works great. It puts a nice thin coating of wax on the chain to help keep the moisture from building up inside of it and gunking up the links. It's just all around a great lubricant. If you can get this stuff at your local bike shop, get it there. It's going to be about the same cost, if not a little bit cheaper. If you have a cheaper place or source, let us know down below in the comments. So, but $12.75, the stuff, although it's a small bottle, it tends to last forever. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions or any other cleaning tips, let us know down in the comments below. Other than that, take care, ride safe, keep your bike clean, man. A happy bike is a clean bike, so take time, take care, and I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.